everyone, here is another one of my Christmas designs. I have tipped these fingers and prepped and prepared the natural nail. I am now going to go in and put that clear base layer onto the nails. Working really super thin. So it's just a tiny thin layer of clear acrylic, just a platform to play upon. No bulk, no nothing, no height, no apex. That's going to come later. But for now, just covering that nail plate with a clear layer of acrylic. Okay, so you probably noticed that on the ring finger, I didn't go and put that clear base layer on there. On that one, I'm going to be doing an extended nail bed using a reverse method, and I just felt that it didn't need to put that clear base layer on it. That clear base layer, like I said, is a platform to play upon. When you come back and you do your redesigns, you debulk as thin as you can get it, and then you redesign upon it, infilling any regrowth. So I felt that using sugared almond, this lovely neutral nude from Glitterarty, was an okay colour to use, because I felt that if I ever have to like debulk and redesign, that it's a colour that most others could be applied over. The only thing that you can't do is check that natural nail plate, because obviously you won't be able to see through it. So, you know, majority of them are going to be clear. But if I'm using nudes, if I'm doing a full set of ombre, I won't be putting a clear base layer. I would just do the nude. I'm going to run that risk. You know, I'm a crazy cat like that. I walk on the wild side. I laugh in the face of danger. So we're going to put some angel paper onto this middle finger. You can just hold it down with clear acrylic, but what I'm going to use is Kira Sky Dip Base Damn it! My fat tongue strikes again. But anyway, back to it. I'm just putting glue onto that. It's absolutely fine. We've got a clear base layer down. You know, the natural nail is perfectly fine. We can do that. We can put anything on the inside of this acrylic. So I'm just gluing down that angel paper. It takes seconds. I've scrumpled it all up into my hands before applying. It just gives it a nice texture. Instead of it being smooth, I prefer to scrunch it all up. Now, I'm sorry to bore you all, but I'm going to put a marble on it. Actually, I'm going to put two on this set. And you know, like normally I do my ring and my thumb completely the same, because, well, the thumb's not in your pictures, so it never gets anything interesting. No thought. But I loved doing this marble with these three colours that I stuck it on the thumb, because it's a big one. It's a bigger platform to play on. More marble. Like, I was literally wetting myself. Not from urine, you know, from pure sexual excitement from the marble. Like, look at it. Oh. Right, so I've been and had a cold shower, sorted myself out, I'm over the marble. Let's get back to the nails. So I am dipping my brush into clear acrylic and picking up a tiny eye bogey size bead and placing it into raw glitters. Everything that I'm using on this set, I'm going to list in the drop down box. Every single glitter, acrylic, everything that I'm using will be in there. So go and check that out and you'll find everything that I've used. So by doing that, I pick up the glitter, wiggle in my brush as I apply. That releases all the monomer out of my brush, and it will go on more like water instead of being thick. It just releases all of that liquid out of my brush, and it keeps it nice and thin as well. So some holographic stars are going on here. Yeah, just, well, there's nothing to say really. Some holographic stars. Job done. Oh, like if this does not excite you, you even nail tech. Look at it, swoosh, cutting through that acrylic, keeping it really wet. I use a pinch brush. You could use a round brush, it wouldn't matter, as long as you shape that brush into a lovely point for when you cut through all three colours. Oh, you ready? Cut through. Don't push too deep. No, nice and gentle. Just cutting through all of it. I've got to go turn the shower on again. Now, make sure that you cover up any products that you've got open. So just putting a piece of towel over it, because we're going to go in and file anything that we need to. We don't want any products, any filing dust to get in and contaminate any liquid or acrylic powder. So I'm going to just run a file down the sides of this nail. It will just cut that angel paper nice and neat and flush to that nail plate. Make sure that you expose the sides of the free edge. Otherwise, when you go and encapsulate, if you can't cling to a little bit of the underneath, then it will lift itself up. So yeah, just make sure that nothing's there, just all off of the nail. We're then going to go in and file that extended nail plate, making sure you keep your file flat up against it so that you can push the next slot up to it. Now I'm using a metal file. I know some people struggle with it. It can be hard to get used to the weightiness of it, but once you do, you won't go back. The lines are so much crisper because metal doesn't flex like a board file will, so you get those beautiful shapes. Again, I'll list everything in the box. So we're going to go in and do a 3-way ombre now. I can't remember everything. I think it's purple smoke, purple rain and violet skies. I'm pretty damn sure that this is what it is. Again, I'm going to list it, but I'm going to say I've got that right, and I'm probably going to go make myself a Blue Peter badge because I think I have got that right, and that's pretty good for me. So we're working it like water. Don't drain these beads. When you're using coloured acrylics, you don't need to drain those beads. If you've got a good product that is well pigmented, it should stay there when you can work nice and wet. If you can work nice and wet, then you work nice and thin. But if your product isn't pigmented enough, then you'll need to drain your bead. Then you work drier, you work thicker. And it's just not nice. Okay, so well pigmented colours, working super wet, just like water, just wiggling the brush and blending in. Violet skies can be a pain in the bottom to apply. It's a beautiful colour, but it does marble quite a lot. You probably would have seen the bead when I was doing the marble on the thumb. It's slightly different in colour, and I know I've done a video on how to combat that, and it is to pick up a bead, say it's the bead marbles, pick it up, place it on. Some people roll it on. I find that awkward. I will place it onto a base layer. I will just wiggle it with my brush to mix the colour around and then just paint it. Just a nice painting action. And I'm sure there is a video somewhere on that. So yeah, we're going to go in and do some more swooshing, making sure that whole design flows. So we've got some snowflakes and some stars, cutting them in half. I know how awkward these snowflakes can be because they stick out. So bend them slightly if you need to, cut them, and you just have fun, but make sure your whole design flows. Okay, I'm going to leave you all here and you can just watch me throw more glitter at this set. Come on, it's Christmas. That's what we do best. Just chuck glitter at it. Unfortunately, I haven't got the part where I encapsulate this design. All my other videos, there is that section, but today I failed. I did a whole video yesterday that I can't use. Why? Because my big fat ginger head got in the way. And so we haven't got the encapsulation on this because I messed up again. You'll see it's all wobbly. Look, I'm getting bloody motion sickness. And why is that? Why is that happening? I hear you ask. Because of my big fat ginger bonds keeps bashing the camera. So apologies for that, but there is lots of encapsulation on other videos. I want to say thank you for watching. If you don't already subscribe, please would you? It means the world to me. And comment. I do read every single comment, but I struggle to reply to everybody. You're all just so kind, but I get bollocked a little bit. You're always on your phone, Kay. You're always on your phone. I know it happens to all of us, doesn't it? But please do know that I read every single one, and it gives me that lovely warm fuzzy feeling inside. Even the haters, God bless you. But yeah, please know that I do appreciate you, and I'm not an ignorant bastard. I just struggle, okay? Now I'm going to get another video to you again tomorrow. Got another fun set coming in. So have fun, everybody, and I'll speak to you all again soon, okay? Love you. Bye.